Capital Critters was an animated series from the early 90s. It detailed the lives of rodents and bugs secretly dwelling in the basement and walls of the White House in Washington, D.C. The series was produced for ABC and later aired on Cartoon Network. I didn't know anything about the series back then. As a child, I never saw it, and that's probably for the best, since I wouldn't understand the heavier concepts. But as an adult watching this, yeah, it's pretty good. Surprisingly good social commentary for the time it was made. The series was one of many attempts by major TV networks to develop a primetime animated show to compete with the success of Fox's The Simpsons. Needless to say, the venture was unsuccessful, but I can just imagine their thought process. The Simpsons managed to be both a popular animated series as well as a cynical examination of modern society. But I think we can come up with something more imaginative than just a family of yellow people. And imaginative they were, but successful they were not. Capital Critters, political satire with literal vermin living in the White House. Fish Police, a film noir mystery among anthropomorphic sea creatures. Family Dog. I never watched this one, but supposedly it's part of the same design. Maybe I'll review this series as well. After having seen each episode, it feels like this series should have been geared for adults, but there's likely too much cartoon antics for them. Alternatively, it's not anywhere near as raunchy as modern cartoons, but still not optimized for kids. It's rather off-putting to have animated mice get into Saturday morning cartoon adventures, then casually drop a swear or two. However, this gives me the unique opportunity to review a series entirely devoid of personal nostalgic value. Then again, I wasn't a kid when I first learned of the Dinosaurs, and that didn't stop me from creating a similar review of the series. Anyway, here's every episode of Capital Critters reviewed in 10 words or less. I trust you understand the scoring system by now, since we've done this a few times before. This episode demonstrates the horrors of mass murder. An honest politician is hard to find these days.
Guns are great to kill the people that you hate.
Gentlemen, please. Both of your kind are equally verminous. I woke up one morning and my waifu was gone.
Meth is a hell of a drug.
This episode demonstrates the benefits of mass murder. Hey, I found a lost episode of Captain Planet.
Why try new things? You're in a rut! Enjoy it!
The Kilowatts riots
were fiery, but mostly peaceful protests.
If you can't do the time, don't do the crime.
With a happy appetite, he's a happy Pooh.
I think she likes being tied up.
Picking out the best episode of the series was challenging. There isn't a definitive answer. I liked many of them genuinely, and none of them ironically. Although, in my opinion, the worst episode is A Little Romance. It drags and isn't on the same level as the rest. If I were to choose a best episode, I suppose that would be Opie's Choice. I also consider The Rat to Bear Arms to be a noteworthy episode. The usual format for explaining the best and worst episodes won't work here. Also, there's only 13 episodes, so picking out the best and worst wouldn't amount to much. I would advise you to check out the series for yourself. It's likely that I'll later post an in-depth analysis for each episode. Special thanks to Vegan Pop-Tarts for uploading all the episodes to YouTube. If you've enjoyed this review, please check out the other 10 words or less videos I've made. There will be more to come.